The lacrimal apparatus includes two distinct components. One is the secretory component and the other one is the drainage component. The secretory component is mainly formed by the lacrimal gland, which releases its secretions into the conjunctival sac. From the conjunctival sac, it is carried into the lacrimal puncta. The lacrimal puncta actually leads into the drainage pathway formed by the lacrimal canaliculi, the lacrimal sac and the nasolacrimal duct. Let's begin with the anatomy of the lacrimal gland. As the name suggests, lacrimal gland is concerned with the production of tears. Lacrimal gland is divided into two major parts, orbital part and palpebral part. Orbital part is located in the lacrimal fossa of the roof of the orbit on the lateral side. This is the main part of the lacrimal gland, and this sends in few ducts. These ducts pass through one small part of lacrimal gland called as the palpebral part. As the name suggests, the palpebral part is part of the lacrimal gland present in the eyelids. The importance of this part is this also gives rise to ducts, but the ducts of the orbital part also pass through the palpebral part. Now, what is the importance of knowing this presence of ducts through the lacrimal palpebral part of the lacrimal gland? Remember, since all the ducts of the lacrimal gland pass through the palpebral part, removing just the palpebral part is as good as removing the entire lacrimal gland. This is because the ducts of the palpebral part as well as ducts of the orbital part pass through the palpebral part, right? This is regarding where exactly the lacrimal gland parts are located. The function of lacrimal gland is secretion of tears which keep the cornea moist. The composition of the tears is bactericidal. It also helps in performing the immune function of the protecting the structures of the eye, right? The tear film is maintained over the surface of the cornea mainly by the blinking action and the capillary pressure. Now, the lacrimal gland is supplied by the lacrimal branch of ophthalmic artery. But more than its arterial supply, what we are concerned is with the innervation of lacrimal gland. This could be an important 5 marker for you. We must know how the secretion of the tears is controlled. Remember, this is by the following pathway, right? The ganglion that controls the secretion of the tears is the pterygopalatine ganglion. The pterygopalatine ganglion is the largest of the cranial parasympathetic ganglions and is located in the pterygopalatine fossa. The preganglionic fibers for pterygopalatine ganglion begins with the lacrimatory nucleus of the facial nerve present in the pons region. The preganglionic fibers arise from the lacrimal nucleus, pass successively through the nervus intermedius or the sensory root of facial nerve, then through the trunk, then through the geniculate ganglion. The geniculate ganglion gives out the first branch, which is the greater petrosal nerve. So, the preganglionic fibers pass through the greater petrosal nerve. This joins with the deep petrosal nerve, forming the nerve of the pterygoid canal or Vidian's nerve. This nerve of the pterygoid canal ultimately relays in the pterygopalatine ganglion. From the pterygopalatine ganglion, postganglionic fibers arise, pass successively through maxillary nerve, zygomatic nerve, then through zygomaticotemporal nerve and through the lacrimal branch supply the lacrimal gland. This is how the secretion of tears is actually controlled by the lacrimatory nucleus of facial nerve through the pterygopalatine ganglion.